Hello there. Oh, I still have the streamer bot open. Hello. There we are. All right. So, oh, my Twitch open. I'm hearing myself. Oh, I'm not. Oh, that's voice meter. I see. Why is that so quiet for me? Weird. All right. I think I'm just gonna turn Spotify down for you guys just a little bit. A bit more. Alright, I think that's good. And better play it safe. Say 32. Alright, cool. Alright, hello there. Welcome back to the stream. My name is Sigil the Skeleton. So I haven't done an art stream in a while, and I really wanted to do one. Where's my all my stuff? Oh, it's everywhere. Did I turn on my? I did not. I got to turn on my tablet program. It won't run without it. It's like antsy or whatever. Anyway, but yes. Boom. So yeah, I'm gonna be real. I haven't like drawn in a little while, unfortunately. That really sucks. Hold on. I need to turn this way down for me. Although that means I can't really hear myself talk. So I'm trying to keep my voice at like a solid register. Because I notice I often like go like very like low energy, gravelly, and like, you know, and I'm a streamer. I'm supposed to like be energetic or like not, you know what I mean. I'm not trying to like force this on myself, but this is like part of the goal that I'm shooting for. When I go streaming, like the whole point of me streaming is beyond like making this like an actual hobby to like something I can reasonably do for like an extended period of time, like for a living. The point of this was to let myself out of my own cage. You know, I just feel like I'm sort of staying in the cage, and I'm just like putting the cage on a stage, and just like, here, show me being socially inept, or like just like very low energy and like I'm not. Sometimes I fall into the trap of I am playing the game and not actively trying to entertain, you know. So I'm hoping to like sort of grow that habit or like feature of myself. You know, just like in a game where you like put your points into certain stats. That's what I want to put my points into. I want to put it into like being engaging and active while I stream, instead of being like a layabout. You know. So I'm hoping to pull that across. I've been trying to watch more live streams, and a big thing of them is that they're just like a chill vibe, and they're not like, there's like a difference between live streaming a thing and then just like recording a video, I feel. Because like live streams, they show you like the slow parts and the down, like they show you everything, and it's not just the fun parts. Like the fun parts can get added to a video later, you know. But like a stream, it shows you everything. Do I have my program on the right setting? I was trying to figure out how to use. What? The light's on. What do you mean no device is connected? You're just lying to me and yourself. You're dirty. There it is. Good. All right. And I believe that's the right settings, I think. I have no clue. I think so. Let's see if I can. Yeah. That's rotate. That's zoom in, zoom out. Space is to grab and pan it. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. All right, what layer am I on? Ah, I'm on the pelvis. Right, I was doing some editing because I realized the pelvis wasn't like laid out the way I had it in the actual like reference image. Can I show that? So we turn off the body. This is basically what I had my old model underneath, or this model. Really, I ended up drawing the whole torso. I'm not sure why. I think I wanted to like the rib cage. I think I wanted to like move to different clothes eventually, but I just stuck with these for so long. And you can see here, I actually did not do like the connecting bits. I did the clavicle, the spine, and that's the humerus. I've had to learn a lot about skeleton parts on this project. And basically, I only did the parts that you can physically see on the model, you know, and I'm going like the next level now, like. And then what I did next was I sketched this out, and I sketched out a basic clothes for this. I'm not sure if I'm settled on these clothes. I might make a ton of different clothes, maybe not all at once. I'm not fully certain on like the logistics of like using the same model and then going back in and swapping out the clothes. Like, do you have to bloody like, can you just attach the new clothes PNGs to the already existing mask and then just like manipulate it slightly, or do you have to make a whole new mask for all the clothes and rig that up? Because that sounds like a lot of work. And if possible, I'm always in the mindset of let me figure out how to do as least work as possible. I'm like one of those, at least I try to be. I try to work smarter, not harder. Doesn't always work out for me, but I try, you know. Right, so I've got so much more of his skeleton. Where's the clavicle gone? Right. Okay. But yeah, like he's got the full clavicle. He looks a lot more detailed. He has a full skeleton going on, unlike this current one that you see before you. And I'm really proud of the hair. It looks so good. I'm hoping to add a bit of an effect to it. I want it to be sort of spectrally, but if I make it too low opacity, you can see the skull underneath it. And I don't think that looks well. That looks good. I think that sort of you just see like the big ass forehead underneath it. So I need to keep the opacity, and that's why I came up with, if we look at this, it's the right one. It's let's just go to the top. Right, we have this add layer, and then we have a second add layer. I think wrong one. I think what is going on here? All right, that's the color. This is the add. is it doing that? Why do I have this? Do I have to have this clipped? I think that's the problem. Doesn't seem to be working the way I want it. But anyway, the point of this is to, if I can get it off right. If I like take this opacity, I can like set that on like a breath timer and have it go slowly in and out across the whole hair. It's sort of like it's like pulsating magic, because this is it's a skeleton. Skeletons don't typically have hair, so this is like sort of ghost hair, which is very silly when you think about it, but I think it's great character design. I think more characters need ghost hair. And I'm the what is it? Patron or no? Pilgrim? What, like when you like leading the frontier of of ghost hair. There's like, oh, that's the under. That's the old hair. We don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I was like lining up the bones. The bones. Also very interesting. I think I'm gonna have to like bind the clavicle to the whatchamacallit, the back blade, something blade, shoulder blade. That's it. I'm gonna have to bind. I'm like trying to plan ahead in my rigging. Bind these together and then like rotate it a little bit and then move this up to like get shoulder movement going. I don't have a lot of shoulder movement in this model, I'm just now realizing. I think I added a thing for that, but I don't know if I rigged it right, or if I just didn't like, if that's something I have to mess with in VTube Studio, or if that's something that I did like very slight. A lot of things on this model, I feel like I didn't push it far enough, you know? I very much played it safe, so he doesn't like turn much. It's not even like a 3/4 view. It's more like a 1/8 turn of the head, which isn't very great. So I'm hoping to like, I'm definitely gonna have to like follow a better like a tutorial closer to figure out how to do that. But what sucks about following a tutorial is that no one's done a tutorial for a skeleton VTuber. I'm like, I think I've seen like a couple skeleton tubers, but they're like super realistic and not very cartoony like I am. So that is something that sets me apart. Let's see, what do I need? I think I can delete that. Yeah. So that's the humerus, the left humerus. I probably shouldn't have deleted it until I remembered how to spell it, but we're gonna wing it. Humerus? That's too many things, but I think I know I didn't spell that right, but I'm hoping it's good enough to get the point across. Right, and I'm gonna have to do the whole hand again. Placing this hand in a different folder. That's the word. Folder. I know words. Words are great. We love words here. Alright, so Honestly, that's not bad shading. I think I definitely want to go lighter on the shading this time around. And also the shading's locked in place. I'm not sure if I should make the shading a different level. You know? Who knows? Okay, so let's give it to that one, and then half opacity that. And was I using a different color for the line art? Was it? I think so. Am I on the right pin? I'm on dip pin hard. I believe is the right one. It's way too thick at the moment. 1.5 or I think 1.5. It's good. It really also depends on how hard I press the thing. Let me try to get comfortable drawing here. And it's hard to draw with the mic in front of me because like my pen is sometimes hitting it. This is a read. Alright. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what I can talk about. I'm hoping to like really get more solidified in my streaming schedule. Like I literally ate dinner, made sure everything was ready, and then hopped into stream. And I think that's a good schedule. Routine, that's the word. I think that's a good routine to get into. Like right after I eat dinner, just hop into stream. Unless I want to do an earlier stream some days. That's harder for me, I feel like. Cause I also work till like 5 most days. It's like already evening by the time I get home. Unfortunately, I'm on the right layer, right? I am. I'm a bit worried this isn't going to be as thick as I need it to be. But I mean, I think it's fine. Let's see. I think I need to erase that. Let's increase the eraser size. But I've been real lax about my streaming schedule lately, and it makes me feel sad when I don't, like, when I miss the stream. Because I like streaming, you know? It's probably, like, the most intriguing thing in my life right now. Weirdly enough. I don't know if that makes it sad to say or not, but I feel like of all the things I've got going on in my life, streaming and like making videos is the most enticing thing to me right now. Like I've always been obsessed with content creation, whether it be like comics, art, or like video games. Ever since I was introduced to Jacksepticeye, he was like, I didn't even know YouTube was a thing until I saw my sister watching a Jacksepticeye video on her phone. Like that's, and I think that was around, I like was 10 or 12, I think. And that's just like a core memory for me. Just sitting on the steps of church, waiting for my dad to pick me up, me and my sister. and just like chilling on the church steps, and my sister's watching a video on her phone, and you know, I'm bored out of my mind. You know, I'm like a 10-year-old kid. I've already like climbed the steps. I've jumped off the side a ton. Borderline broken my knees from like it's church steps, so they're like big steps, and then it has like a giant wall sort of on the side that you could climb up on. And if you're a kid, you're gonna do that, and you can like just jump off. It wasn't like super tall. I want to say like 5 feet, maybe something like that, 4 or 5 feet. Got a little lace of princess blooms. Oh, okay, that's fine. We haven't hit the hour mark, but I think because I had my streamer bot open for a while, it started the timer on it. I had to figure that out. But yeah, ad break coming up. Thank you for everyone who's lurking. Thank you for being here while I draw and just like choosing me as your source of entertainment for the night. I really appreciate it. Let me see. I think that's good. Hey, honestly, if I'm using these as a thing, I can turn off the back one, and that'll be less confusing for me. All right, this part isn't like a very good connection, but we can fix that. We have the technology. I've also got to be I noticed I do a lot of references to different YouTube things I watch, like other content creators I watch. Then these references make sense in my head, but like to anyone else, they're just like, what the fuck is he talking about? What is going on in his wackadoo brain? I'm like, I don't know, man. I just quoted a YouTube video I watched 3 years ago. So I'm gonna try to like sort of let those moments go by and think of my own jokes and stuff. Although it is very funny, like sometimes I'll be watching someone and they like make a joke that is super funny. And I laugh, and they like bring it up and say that, well, that's a reference I got from like a pulp culture thing, and I'm like, I've never heard of that thing. I only know it from you. So like that's the like binding element in my brain is that one thing, like that person's joke, not the thing that it originally came from, mind you, but just like their interpretation of the joke, their reinterpretation. Is that right word? I often struggle with that. My brain is so jumbled up. Me and my friends were playing Codename the other day. Like after I ended streaming, ended up playing a Discord game called Codename. Or a game on Discord. I think it used to be a web game. And basically you try to, like, the operator says a word, like types a word, and you're supposed to be able to guess other words based off of that word. And my operator Nomad said Jesus, and my mind went straight to the word on the board, beach, which was a card I like we needed. It was one of our cards, like one of our words that we had to guess, but he was going for the word heaven. So my mind was just like, oh, Jesus beach. Like the classic saying, I was walking on a beach, Jesus beside me. And when I turned around, oh no, I was walking by myself on a beach. And when I turned around, there was 2 footsteps or something of that effect. I forget the exact quote. And that was the first thing that popped into my mind. And it worked, but it was not the thing he was thinking of. He specifically said Jesus in reference to heaven, and only that was the main thing he was telling me to guess for. And I just bypassed that altogether. It was amazing. My brain is very quirky. I believe I can move on. If I want to add color, it is pretty simple to just add color, I think. I'm not sure if I'm using white exactly. What? I thought it was a bit more ivory. I think it's the same. Anyway, I need a new layer. Here we go. I also need to turn off the humorous. They're both the humorous. I see. Shit, the glove. There. Pop. There we go. Now we can delete that one and move on to the ulna. What a lovely word, the ulna. Alright. Get rid of that. I don't think I need a humorous here. I need a new thing for the ulna. For that to have opacity. I burped. That's embarrassing. Turn you off. There we go. Pop. I also need to work on my Undertale comic. I haven't touched that in months again. I'm so procrastinating. I'm like, my ADHD is my greatest ally and my biggest enemy. It is such like a double-sided sword, because I can like be so, I don't know. It's hard to think of sides to ADHD right now. I don't know why. Let's see. How about my buttons? Oh no, the skeleton is talking again? Yes, the skeleton always talks, I'll have you know. He's very... I have a lot to talk about. I don't know why I made that joke. I was trying to think of a bone joke, but I'm like, taco, jokes, taco about it. Oh, how you doing, Ian? How you doing today? Hope you're all right. Alright, that's better. Trim that. You just woke up? Very sweet. Oh, sleepy Ian. That's fun. I took a lovely nap earlier, so it's 4 a.m. for you? Dang. That's insane. You usually wake up at 4 a.m.? That's super early for me. I wake up at like 8 on a good day. I think today I actually slept till 12. Oh no, I slept till like 10 to 12, somewhere. Yeah, from 3 to 5 usually. Oh, dang. That's pretty early. Do you have like work, or does your body like wake you up that early? Are you on the grind for something? I am grinding out these bones. I really should rely on more of these streams to get work done. I'm so like avoidant of things. I don't think that's the right word. I make like 0 cents when I'm talking, don't I? Maybe not 0, but like I typically jump from like word to word without looking. That used to be a real problem for me as well. Because I used to do that so fast, I ended up stuttering. I'm not sure if I still do it. Probably a little, but I'm much better than I was at like, I want to say late 10, like late 10s? Early teens, late 10. Would you call like 1 to 10 your 10s? What, like childhood? That's a very what is that? I like you hear people call themselves like call their 20s, their 20s, their 30s, their 30s. I've never heard someone call their childhood their 10s until I just said it. But it sounds your 10s. Your 10s. That's so much better. Your 10s. Yeah, oh, is that what you would call it? It sounds too close to titties. And I think that's the problem with that. Otherwise, it's fine. I lock in. No. Locking in. I'm officially locked out on drawing. That's not a bad line. I'm not worried about like thinning out this though. This is a bone. It's meant to be like support a whole person, a whole body. Expect it to be like at least like sizable. Although the benefit of having these separate is that I can totally manipulate them however I want. That's too thick. Pretty good. Not to grab it. Yeah, I used to have a really bad stutter. Cause I would like just riddle off the first thing that's like, instead of thinking about what I would say, it would immediately fly out of my mouth. And it would do that so fast, my mouth, like my thoughts would fly out of my mouth so fast that my mouth could not keep up with me. Like, I could not be a rapper because of that fact. My mouth is far too slow for my brain. I got nerfed by God. Alright. I'm completely redoing these hands. These are too real bony. Yeah. I can get rid of that Ona now. And get us a new... Where am I? Okay, yeah. There we go. Or your brain is way too fast for your mouth. Did you look at it that way? Maybe. That's actually a much like positive way of looking at it. You're so right. I was over here like my glass is half empty. You're just like Ian's over here like, actually, have you thought about it as your glass being half full? You're a gentleman and a scholar. That is so much better way of looking at it. Let's see. And then you just bucket that. Boom. You got a bone. A gabagool. Now you got 2 bones. Shake them, you can rattle them. Indeed, absolutely. Alright. So, where to next? I could do the other side. I could. Or I can move on to the hand. I am so uncertain on how I want to do this hand. Let me get all the bones out here. This is why I like it. I like the idea of the fingers being separate. That way, I could manipulate them. Because there's like a thing you can do in Live 2D where you can like move things to different layers as you move your model. So if I set up a way to rig the hands to do different poses, my first thought is immediately JoJo poses, of course. I could like have the fingers change based on like where you're looking at them. That's very like based on which way the hand is going. Like right now it's a very open hand, but theoretically, yeah, like this is the same hand on the other side, and I've flipped it to the back side of the hand. That is something I can totally do for like poses and my model eventually. And I like the way that shakes out. The question is, how do I redesign this hand and still keep that element slightly? I think the best thing I can do here would be, there's like a thing that a lot of Undertale artists do when drawing Sans's hand. They like have these, if we zoom in here, these hands right here. Oop. Not do that. Like these parts, white. Like these parts of the hand, they have those merged together, sort of like a palm would be. So I could do that. I could go full Sans the Skeleton ripoff with the hands. I'm already halfway there, so you know, I'm all down for that. And then I can just like spread it out using the meshes and like scrunch it and do all the manipulation behind the scenes with Live 2D. I think the best part would be to just make a whole new thingamajig, a whole new layer, and let's put all these in a folder. Pop, pop. That way we can just like half the transparency and just draw right over it. Go. So, best way to do this, I think, would be, I'm not on the layer. There we go. Might have to, like, question is how far out apart do I? Because I guess it doesn't matter because these can move wherever. The whole point of them is to like not stay in the same place. So that can be there. Oop. I'm trying to figure out how to make the wrist line up with, or like the end of the arm bone line up with the wrist in a way that seems natural. Right now it seems a little tight here. So it should be more like that. Also, probably move that above that one. There you go. Yeah, or whatever. And I'm on the wrong layer. Pop. I think probably gonna make the thumb a different part of it. That's a hard thing to like wrangle the thumb. It stretches so far from the rest of the palm. And that's a big thing I've struggled with making hands. Good arc. There we go. Maybe do like that. There's like one way where they like, I've seen where people draw hands like a bit of more of a complex shape where it like takes the thumb part, like makes it to the hand like that. Problem is, I need to see that as a separate part, or else my hands are going to become so rigid. Just realize it like needs to be at this similar. Let's do the mat pass pose with the hand on the chin. I should totally make a pose like that. That is such a good idea. Oh my god. like anytime I'm getting like quizzical or like to like get really analytical on some random part of a game or something, just pull that one out. That's a good idea. I'm totally doing that. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna write that down. Where's it? Where's a pencil? Here we go. I got it. There you go. Matt, Pat, O's. Got it. I love that. All right. Matthew. Oh, dude. He has so many. There's so many fun ways to say his nickname. Matthew Patu, Matt Pat. I forget the other ones. I know Matthew Pathy's a big one. What are some other ones? The theory. Just the theory guy. He did wear that hat though. Like a champ. Dude rocked that. And then he just passed the torch. I'm gonna be real. I haven't like religiously watched Game Theory even like before he retired, so I can't see much about the new guys. But I'm assuming they're doing well. I mean, the channel's still going, right? It is. Yeah, he retired like a champ. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you were doing it, I mean, he's been at it for like what, more like 15 years or something like that. Like he was the theory guy for like more than a decade. The new guys are doing their job, but it's a bit weird after seeing Matt Pat for so long. I think I've seen him like. You still see him around the place. I feel like. Is it? I don't think he's like gone from the channel direct. Like he still is in charge of it, I think. Yeah. He's still doing GT Live? Okay. That makes sense. He's just like not the like channel runners or whatever. He's like the CEO of theory of the theory channels now. I do that. I just scribbled there like a child. All right, that's a basic hand shape. And I can just like do cylinders. I'm considering making my job harder. I could make each finger joint its own thingamajig. I'm not sure that's entirely necessary. I think that might be going overboard. I'm not sure. Because I can probably just like mess with that with the mesh. So I think it's fine to just do the whole fingers. And if not, I can just like cut them up later. Right. Make the inner box of this. There we go. Point you, you, me, but love alive. I am so out of the loop with what's going on in Marvel Cinematic Universe nowadays. Like the last thing I heard, I like really knew about was Deadpool. I have no idea what's going on past that nowadays. I heard something to say that they're like retroactively undoing everything after Endgame, which is concerning. He's like, what do you mean you're getting rid of the Hawkeye show? Which is the most important thing after Endgame. I will not be arguing on this. This is just facts. The Hawkeye show was peak. And I was really excited to see more of Kate. But like they've done nothing with her since, and it's been years. So I'm like, bruh, you're just sitting on stuff and not doing it, and you're like, screw it, we're undoing everything. People don't like that Tony Stark died. They like cried about it, which was the whole point. Oh no. I'm gonna be real. I think I teared up during Tony Stark's death when I was watching through the whole, like a lot of the MCU. I can't remember when I started, but I was watching, I was like doing a watch through of it. And like, I bawled at Yondu's death, but I for some reason did not, I like wasn't crying over Tony Stark's death. I don't know. I was like tearing up, I think. I just can't remember if I full on bawled. Cause like I'm man enough to admit I have bawled. Like I have weeped tears over fictional characters before. Brock the Skeleton from One Piece, that's a big one. Like his whole backstory, I like when he was doing the song bit, that wrecked me emotionally, and I loved it. I loved every minute of my weeping like a baby. It was like so powerful, and honestly, that is partly what makes me love One Piece all the more, is that scene in particular, but also I need to get back into watching that. I think I'm around like episode 1100. I think I quit just before Egghead because I was catching up, and I don't like being completely caught up on something. There's something so beautiful about a fictional character having such an emotional impact. Facts. It really like, it's just like the greatest, I think, effect an author can give to their audience is for you to be so tied to this character that you are emotionally wrecked by them dying. Like that is a mark of excellence, if ever there was one. And I aspire to that like level. That's yeah, I often think about this, like with all the stories that I have read or watched or experienced, it really hits that much harder when it's a character I care about. And even like just like characters who have a full arc, you know? Like, you just really feel for them in every moment. And like, if you take Yondu, like I said, I was crying over him. His emotion in that movie, in the second Guardians movie, is so raw and impactful. And then, like, the end, like his death scene is almost like a work of art with how good it is. Like him giving his life for Peter, and then they add on top of that with his funeral, and all of the Ravengers show up and shine the fireworks, the lights that they had earlier said in that movie would never shine over his grave. That is such good writing. Like, that's the shit I live for. Just like fully redeemed, fully respected in death, and just like, it was so emotional. Oh, I loved it. And I was like, and I say love, I mean that with like, I was enjoying it and also grieving at the same time. I was like grieving this character and like feeling like, you know, feeling a welsh of emotions that ended up me bawling my eyes out. And that was a good cry is all I'm saying. I want to design a whole new hand today. Let me look up references real quick. That's something I can do. Just loading slowly. What? Oh, I'm on the wrong internet. I'm not. I shouldn't switch because that'll just like cut stream out. But it's fine. I'm not losing any frames. It's just hard to game and stream on this. Oh, hello. This hand reference popped up on my feed. That's quite interesting. Yeah, it's like a solid brick here. On the back side, but on the inside, they have the thumb go all the way over to the palm. That's quite cool. I like that. I shall save upon it. I believe I have a couple skeleton, like, yeah, sans hands. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, alright, so it has like a big thing for the wrist instead of it being a like a bunch of different little bumps like it is in our actual hand. That's all just solidified and put on one thing, and also wraps around to like this sort of, I don't know, the best I can compare it to is a butt for the palm, where like it like wraps around and folds inward. Alright. Oh, interesting enough, oh, hold on. that makes it a little bit difficult for me. But something I could do is I could sandwich it, which is basically how this whole rib cage works. Is it's like a back rib cage, the spine, and then the front rib cage. So I could do like a back of the hand, a back of the wrist, and then a front of the wrist for the hand, and then just do that. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do here. This is just gonna be a sketch. I'll do the line art later, because that would be a whole ton of work. That'll like wrap around that. And a bit bigger, I think, because it's the thumb. Sort of like that. I know I said like a butt, but I really just, that is very butt-like. No, I don't need a survey Pinterest. God, I wish I had a better thing for positioning that. I think I can make that look a bit better. It's also not as sharp of an angle as I was making it. More like that, and folding inward. They were both also a bit more angular on the edges here. Like that. And they also, I think, go up a bit. Let me turn off these two. Or like that. Alright, and I gotta make the sandwich, so the thought is to hide like the ulna and stuff under this. I'll really show, but just moving this up top. So yeah, like I like moved this whole thing up and basically just have those slide in there. I think that would work really nicely. The problem would be, actually, I don't think that would be a problem. I was trying to like, if I did just that and like seal that off and then have the back part be just slightly backward and definitely more like rounded, like that. That really does look like a butt the more I draw. Oh, okay. We're not worrying about that. Art is subjective. This actually, Iris needs to draw further. And this one, like that. There we go. Because there is like something you can do in whatchamacallit in Live 2D where you can like put a thing on the line art. Beauty is in the beholder head. Oh wait, no. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder head. Yeah. It is. It is. It really is just. I think my mind is just too dirty-minded. I'm too much of a perv. That's my problem. I look at this, I see butt. That's my prerogative, apparently. Golden sail, honey, and eat it some juicy kale. Okay, well, how about but yeah, there's like something I could do to like merge these two line arts. Maybe? It would probably be like having it wrap around. Maybe I should just like have this wrap around here. Right now, I'm like imagining it sort of as like, I don't know what I'm imagining it as. Like a hole for the ulna to go into, but my reference sort of just shows it merging together. So that is the question on how I should get this to work. And then, interesting enough, the ends are always just like shown as like 4 tubes that just sprout out of this. I think that would honestly be easy to like flip around, I think. Now that needs to be way bigger. Hello. There we go. Oh. Pressing the wrong button for the eraser. In the midst of Okay. And what do I do now? Because that is too small. Okay. That's a better size. I should honestly work backwards, yeah. The lights runaways running the night comes through. This is the greatest show. Us now. Boom. That is the. I don't know if I felt the need to boom that awful circle. That was so chicken. Oh my god. I was just doing. I'm not doing like consistent line art, unfortunately. I'm so out of practice. And I did no warm-ups before this. So we're relying on chicken scratch for a lot of this, and that's fine. Chicken scratch is perfectly fine for sketches, I feel. Well, that's because I do it a lot. Up we won't go down. We won't get us now. Hey, what's fascinating about these is that I bend them a little, give it a little tune force action. Clouds can't stop us now. Honestly, kind of looks like one of those coin counter thingamajigs, like carnies use. That's an interesting thing to think about. And have that, and then honestly, all right, either the wrist palm is too small or the fingers are too long. I think I'm gonna try to shrink the fingers a little. Not perspective, mesh. Okay. A bit bitter. Also thin. So I need to make the thumb is two little nubbins. Like that. Yeah. I need to make that bigger. Definitely not longer, but bigger. Cute. I hit undo too much. that out. There we go. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, okay, alright. I made the connecting part here way too close, I think. Needs to be more up here. Needs a harsher angle. Boom jams. So, I need to make this part of the wrist. Mayhaps? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Hey, Festive! It's going great. We're drawing bones. I'm trying to redesign this hand because it was way too real bony. Art bones. Yes, bones! Like, that's the old hand, and it is not cartoony enough for this model. It is such a drastic change. That is like a real skeleton hand. And I need like a cartoon skeleton hand. How dare you slut shame, Festive? How dare you slut shame? Oh, I don't think that counts as nudity. That's not nudity. That's just bones. You see that in a museum. Oh, that's amazing. All right. And that round a bit up. I can't see this indecency. Oh, you're forced to. That's my pelvis, and I'm not ashamed to show it. Here, I'll even shake it a little. Oh. Oh yeah, here it is. Ooh, da 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 ba bum 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 ba da 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 da. Yeah. Boom. You know what? Go shake. Residual booty shake. Exactly. That's what this stream is about. If people can get away with hot tubs on stream, I feel like I can get away with this. You know? Same thing. Shaking a skeleton's pelvis, hot tub streams, equivalent, obviously. Anyone would agree. You in paradise. Oh, second. Words. Oh. There we go. Do. All right. I think that's a pretty good palm and thumb. I'm gonna have to redo the whole thingies. Because the positions are all off now. That's fine. Is this your updated model? It is. Also, I'll break in 1 minute. Hello. Thank you, anybody who's lurking. Ian. I hope. Thank you for choosing me as your form of entertainment while I draw and listen to very cool music. I love this song. But yes, this is in fact my updated model. You ate this script, Red? Thank you, Festive. I learned from the best. Oh. But yeah, this is my updated model. Let me turn back on the arm. It's going well. This song does slap. Yeah, I love it. The best at not streaming. You're just on hiatus. People go on hiatus for lots of reasons. It just means you gotta come back and everyone will love you for it. And everyone will be excited because they missed you. It's emotional manipulation at its finest. I'm on winter break like a true teacher. Oh yeah. Once summer hits, it's all over for the festive viewers. The longer the wait, the more longing. Exactly. Ride that high. Yeah, this is going real well. I think I might actually have to scale up that hand. What the? Something happened. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why that was so big. There's like probably like a little teeny tiny dot over there that I am going to have to fix. There we go. That's more hand size. Oh. Yes. I'm actually working on this guy. Honestly, how feasible is it? Oh, break starting. How feasible is it if I just dupe these and move them over to the other arm? Like, that's what I did last time. This is a much higher res canvas, so it'll probably work better. Why is that so much longer? Who knows? I also gotta move that to the other arm. That'll add it to that. Get up. There we go. Which one is this? That's the other one. Oh, no. I need to the duplicate. And then moves it over here. Rotate. Oh. Those swapped. Interesting. That might make it a bit harder. Wait, honestly, what am I doing? Did I fix it? Cool. Oh no. Here. I can just reflect this. Yes. We go. Do that with that one. Reflect. And then move it to that folder. I'm pretty sure I did that same thing the last time I made this. And I had no problems. They're like the same bones. They don't need to be redrawn. You know? Everybody talks back. There we go. Boom. I can just get rid of the old ones, which were garbage. Well, not garbage, they're just rough. I'm putting a lot more effort into this one now than I did the first one, because I just really wanted to make the vtube model, you know? I just wanted to have it. I didn't care if it looked the prettiest. And now that I have it, I can remake it to be pretty. I'm gonna get rid of all of the hand. Wrist. Boom. Alright. There we go. Beautiful. I do gotta move other ones closer together so it looks nicer. Boom. There we go. Fair enough. How much more do you have to do till it's all completed, you say? Quite a bit. All of these bottom bones aren't shaded. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the shading the same, because the last time I did the shading was a bit, I'd say it turned out pretty good, but when you zoom in on close of it, it's like not the greatest. So I'm trying to go for a more subtle one this time. Other than that, I just have to finish up the hand and draw the legs and also feet, which I have no experience with feet. I'm a real. I usually just draw like the shoe shape. But then I have to make clothes for him, which will probably be, I think, because the whole reason I'm doing the bones themselves is so I can make any outfit I want later down the line. Would the feet be important? I know it's mainly upper body, right? Yeah. It depends on how you do things. Cause like, if we go to this one, why isn't my VTube on? There we go. Like you see my bottom half, and a lot of VTuber models, one, they show the whole thing. They often show a lot of their VTube model, especially in the just chatting streams. So I have like my knees done and all that, and I could be talking like this, except I don't have a good background, and anytime I lean back, you see I am feetless. So you can dress yourself up like an American Girl doll? Absolutely! You think I don't want to play dress up with myself? That sounds amazing! And also, I'd be making my own clothes, so it'd be like American Doll plus. But yeah, like you get to see a lot more of how the model moves with like the full body. Like the close-up is nice and all, especially for like dramatic emphasis. And the close-up is a lot better for what you call it. The other screen that we were just on, you know, because now I'm like way back. I'm not really that close to the screen. You can't really. I'm so small, so it's better to be zoomed up then. But like in just chatting streams, you're pretty cool. I feel like it would slay to see you in Thor cosplays for rival streams. Maybe that'd be interesting. I'd prefer Hawkeye. I'd prefer Hawkeye cosplays. That sounds cool, especially since he has a mask already. So that sort of lends itself. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that actually sounds like a really cool idea. Ian earlier had a cool idea where, because I also want to do a lot more like toggles and stuff, like expressions and poses. Right now, if you notice, my arms just sort of dangle like this. Like, look at them, they're dangling. They're jelly arms. So it'd be cool if I could like throw in some poses. And Ian suggested I do a Matt Pat pose, like the classic still frame. And I absolutely want to do that. I think that'd be amazing. Oh. Like there's a couple other things I could do, like just like the way I had it in my thing before. Hold on, let me fix myself here. There we go. The way I had it, the mole that's on the I can't read. The mole, that's like the thinking emoji. Yes. Yeah, the thinking emoji. Oh, the one that's like the thinking. Yes. Okay, that makes. My brain reads things as is. I can make insane leaps like I do on Codename, apparently. But my brain is hard on like seeing things straight out sometimes. Which is very interesting. Very interesting. Live like me. Oh. But yeah, and I also think the hair very flows nicely between all the layers. Jesus. Yes, beach. Yes, beach. That makes sense. Don't at me for just because it's not the first thought you had. In my mind, and I gonna be real, I was a bit half asleep, half boozy. I was drinking, but I felt like that mostly wore off by that point. So I was just like not really looking at all the names, and like I just saw beach, and that was like, oh yes, that makes sense. Let's go for that one straight. And I didn't check any of the other ones. You're right. Heaven is the much more straightforward answer for Jesus. My mind says beach for as the first thing I saw, and is the first thing that made the most sense. Like that was just like the easiest connection in my mind. Oh my god, they were so small. Why were those so small on the screen? That's amazing. Did I change the size of them? I think I did. That sounds like something I did. Oh, the little small heads. I love them bouncing around on the screen. I love that effect. I worry that if I ever actually do have more than like 5 viewers, that's going to get real annoying real quick, especially if I'm making stuff into videos. So that seems like let's enjoy it while we have it sort of thing. Oh yeah. Let's see. I am going to draw. It's like my problem. Also, I need to figure out where this actually connects in a bitch. In a pelvis. Here's a pelvis image. Girl Papyrus XD. That's cute. The emojis go crazy. I kind of want to see it. It didn't do it. Really? Is there like a limit on it? Weird. Oh. Did it break after one use? Oh, maybe there's like a cooldown on it. Did I do that? I don't even remember. That's some sexually ass bone poses on the right. Yeah. Oh, that one? Oh yeah, that's a real image. Look at that. My God. Oh, not the leg split. Oh, Papyrus, what are you doing, man? Oh man, oh that's how that bends? Oh, that makes sense though, but hell yeah. Okay. So it's like right between this rib flange, this flange here, and the underbit. It's almost even with that layer. Okay. And that's about where I have it here. Honestly, something I could do, these bad bit skeletons. Hell yeah. And we're making another one. This will be the bad bit. That I shall become the bad bitch skeleton. I think I should probably like cut this part off and like sandwich it in. But for now, let's just draw the lake. You maybe make your model do all these poses. That would be a challenge. Hell yeah. Honestly, I should do more I should like draw more poses. At the very least, I could draw my boy. I want to do right lake. That's one. I could. I've been wanting to give myself more excuses to draw more. So that is something I could do. Is just draw my little character as in those poses, like not naked, obviously. But like I think that'd be fun. Is that more of a direct? No, that's at an angle. Yeah. Alright, I think that position is really good. Have this open on the screen. So it has like a sort of spear thing connecting, like the ball joint, we'll call it. Maybe I should just use like the sphere minging. Whoop. I'm like not warmed up enough to do it freehand, unfortunately. There we go. And sort of that too. No, bones are weird. They're smooth in some places and then jagged in others. That's sort of like a metaphor for life, huh? Smooth in some places, jagged in others. That actually works real nice. Also, Swidgel. I just threw a W in my own name. Also, Sigil, have you ever heard of Tokyo Mirage Seasons? JRPG on Switch. And I don't know why, but I think you'd like it. I have not heard of Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Or is that season? That's Sessions. That's called Sessions. You know, words. Ollie. I have not heard of that. What's it about? It's a crazy ass crossover collab between two franchises? What franchises? So good. I'll look into it. Let's see. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Yeah. Like, is it like a? You said it's a JRPG. Okay, so like, what's the combat system like? It's a game that follows this girl wanting to be an idol and joining an idol company, but there's a dark side where you have to battle monsters and transform to battle? It's turn-based. Oh! Is this like a magical girl thing? That's cool. I also have a friend who's like really into magical girls, I think. So that'd be fun to show him. Yes, like magical girl-ish. Okay. It's not like the magical girl aesthetic, but like magical girl powers. That makes sense. Alright. It does sound really neat. Wow. What franchises do you think it would be? I'll send you a pic of 2 characters. Oh god, I have no idea. I'm assuming some sort of like anime game, like anime style. I don't know. Like what franchises do you would I think it would be? I would assume I know the 2 franchises. I don't know. For all I know, it could be like Transformers and Kill la Kill. That does sound like a kick-ass collab, though. Also, that... Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Festive. I'm really glad. My TikTok's been so weird lately. I'm honestly thinking I might... Like, barring that video, like... I've had my TikTok... like, cycle the same 10 clips a couple times, and I had to like close and restart the app for it to give me new stuff. It's been so weird on TikTok lately. You should count yourself lucky you don't really use it. It's at least in America. I'm sure everywhere else is fine, but we're dying out here. Also, you sent the pics. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my god. Holy crap. Can I show these on stream? What? I don't have streamer mode enabled. Let me turn that on real quick. Wait, it is enabled. It's not hiding names. But specifically not hiding. Oh yeah, I heard about everyone's algorithm being fucked. Well, yeah. I'm gonna show it. How's this? Yeah. There you go. So these are really cool character designs. They instantly remind me of I don't know what franchise they're from, but there's like a Smash Bros character called like Mira and or something, I think. Like they switch identities or something. This art style reminds me of that. Just based on these, what do you think of it? I think it's really, this is like excellent art. Holy crap. Oh, like the face tattoos are real sick. Those are nice. Holy crap. This is like more developed than a Genshin character, which is crazy to think about. This is also cool. I love the jean shorts, and like everything else is like the craziest thing you could think of. The little hair things. This is a kick-ass spear though. Holy shit. It looks like it should end here, but it has this like giant spiraling thing attached to it. Wait, what's going on there? It's got like the star thing is like hooked up to a pulley system or something? All the way to the end? That's crazy. Why would you do that? She's your favorite character? She is cute. I do like the hair. The hair is really nice. Like the turquoise to blue. That's, and like the little tinges of purple on the end. That really flows. And it nicely contrasts her outfit. And it pairs well with her spear. That's really good character design. It's set in Tokyo, by the way, as a hint to one of the franchises. I don't know franchises that... The only thing coming to my mind right now is Tokyo Revengers, an anime I have never watched. I don't think it would be that one. I'm assuming some sort of anime thing. Tokyo Revengers, the anime about gangs? Oh, it is one of those. I didn't even know it was about gangs. I just knew the name. Oh, you're lying to me. Festive is currently lying his ass off to me. I see how it is. Lying. Yeah. How dare you? I have to change the way I do. Like, huh? Fire Emblem, Persona, what? Oh, okay. Okay, it's Persona and Fire... Wait, what? Okay, I see. I skipped a couple lines. It's Persona and Fire Emblem. That's pretty cool. Fire Emblem Persona. That is insane. Although Persona is an insane game from what little I know of it. Fire Emblem is also a bit mad. Honestly, does that mean that Fire Emblem and Persona are like the same world, but just like at different points in time? Insert Matt Pat pose here. That's actually really cool. Actually, I've only ever played one Fire Emblem game, but I absolutely loved it. So that is really cool. That actually intrigues me. Lemo, I don't know. Oh, I forgot the story. Okay. Oh, which one? I played Fire Emblem. It's called Fates, right? It was like Conquest and Brotherhood, I believe it was called. It had like the two games, like Pokemon style. Oh, Birthright. Yeah. My first playthrough, I believe, was Conquest. Yeah. Which was real sad because I ended up, spoilers, by the way, spoilers. Ended up seeing that one cool samurai guy commit seppuku, which was really rough. That was like insane to watch. But also, I believe, yeah, Roma, yeah, he was so sad. I had like no choice. Like, what really sucks is like when you're playing that game and you only have one of the versions, it still like gives you the choice at the like climax where you have to like choose if you're gonna go with your adopted family or your birth family that you got stolen away from. And like I honestly, my first time playing, tried to choose it, but my game card was Conquest. So it was like, you can't play it. You don't have the other game card. You stupid fuck. Dummy. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll play it through on this side. And then I saw Ryoma's death and I was like traumatized. Hello. Oh, so it was like, buy it now. Basically, yeah. Sakura in Birthright is my absolute favorite character in Fire Emblem. That is high praise. I forget. Sakura's the pink-haired girl, right? I forget who the I forget her name, but the one dancer girl, the pink-haired little sister. Yeah. The blue-haired girl, the singer. She was my favorite character. She was so cool. Azura? Is that her name? That sounds right. I'm assuming yes. She is iconic. The fact that the game opens up with that crazy like dance scene as well. Pretty sure it opens up that way. Like that was just like, don't question me and my Fire Emblem knowledge. Okay. Sorry, Grandmaster or Festive. I won't question you again. You are the ocean's great waves. Yes. Hell yeah, I love it. That is such an iconic thing. That was like the only Fire Emblem game I played, and I'm pretty sure it's renowned as like one of the best. A lot of them apparently suck or like are underdeveloped or something. It's complicated. Yeah. There's a YouTuber I watch. I think most FE fans don't like Fates. Really? I am so out of this loop. I'm like, I liked it. You know? I don't know if there's like the Smash Bro characters I know. Like, those ones are probably like one of the first Fate games, or not Fate. Final Fire Emblem. That's the word. Fire Emblem games, like the Roy character. Those are probably the favorites. I'm assuming they ended up in Smash Bros. Pretty sure the main character of Fates ended up in Smash Bros. Though, which is nice. But most people love Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance, and Fire Emblem Blinding Blade and Blazing Blade. Okay. There's so much FE rap in Smash. It's great, though. Oh yeah, my favorite character, I don't know where he's from, but Robin is, like, the Robin character, they're my favorite. Yeah, Robin. Were they a main character? Because they had a ginger bent version. You would love Awakening? Okay. Is that where they're from? FE Awakening. Oh! If you liked Fates, then you love Awakening? Okay. That might be fun to play. It's also a 3DS game. Okay. Like Fates was. That would make it a bit hard. My first thought was, ooh, I could play it on stream, and I'm not sure how to like hook up my thing, my 3DS to blah blah blah. And I don't want to get an emulator. Yeah. You should play Fire Emblem on stream. Okay, yeah. It's Robin is a create your own avatar, but those are the base and most iconic designs for them. Oh, okay. Or play Tokyo Mirage sessions on stream. It's so fun. My problem with those games is that they probably like take a lot of time. JRPGs are so long, or just RPGs in general. Oh, I can't get on. I curse the name. But I mean, I should probably do more long stream. I don't know. I should do more. Fair enough. This ARPG is really on the beginner end, though. It's and kinda is nice because it's shorter too. Okay, that sounds fun. Dude, I'd also love to do like Pokemon Colossus. I watched someone else's playthrough of it, and it is so like they had their own fun with it, but it also just looks like a really good Pokemon game. I could totally have that kneecap on a different layer. Womp. When they add it to the Switch 2 virtual library, I am playing that right away. Oh yeah? What? Tokyo Mirage? Oh yeah. What was I doing? No, the Pokemon calls. Are they adding that? Is it just to the Switch too? That's terrible if so. But that is insane that they're adding it though. That's like one of the most acclaimed Pokemon games. Are they doing like a GameCube thing? I have the Wii U version and the Switch version for Team S, but I would buy the third version low. Oh, okay. Is that good of a game, Festive? There we go. They released a GameCube Virtual Console with the Switch 2. Okay. That's cool. That's insane that they're touching that. I feel like Nintendo is such a game company to leave things in the past for no reason. You know, like, ironically, with how many sequels they've made of Mario, there's just like a couple franchises where they're like, no sequels. They have Chibi Robo, Wind Waker, and Path of Radiance on it too. Oh my god. That's insane. Is it only for Switch 2? Oh man. Never have I regretted getting a regular Switch. I'd love to play Wind Waker. It's such a cool game. Oh wait, is it the GameCube version? Because I'm pretty sure that one is like a lot rougher than the Wii version. Yeah, for the Switch 2 and whoa, I shrunk. NSO expansion. Yeah. Okay, so it is going to be the rougher. That sucks. I really wish they'd make remakes for the Switch. Like, what has Nintendo even made a remake like in the last like 20 years? Like, I feel like they made a lot more versions when the consoles were varied more. Like there was a 3DS version of Bloody Ocarina of Time, which was like, I'm pretty sure the GameCube game as well. And then they made Wind Waker for the Wii U even. And now they're just like doing nothing. Literally, I don't think they count as remakes. They're just like a version, but like they're adding Splatoon 3 Switch 2 version and Animal Crossing Switch 2 version. It's just real sad to see. Yeah, those are just like upgrades. Yeah. You're right. And they're just like sitting on their hands with a lot of stuff, which is unfortunate, but I also wish there's so much thing I wish Nintendo would do better Pokemon games, like more current remakes for current consoles, or at the very least stop hating on emulators. Although it is cool that they're making their own emulators. That's real nice. Ooh, not black. Go. Those off. Then I want to complete it. Hey, yeah. Oh my god. I honestly, when you showed me this song, I'm a real. I listened to it on repeat. It's so nice. There we go. Oh yeah, it hell yeah. This is an obsessive song. I'm glad you're obsessed like I am. It sort of like made its way into my usual rotation now, but sometimes when I'm looking at my playlist for a song to start, I'll choose this one. You know? Sometimes if you start a playlist on the wrong song, it just ends up. Nah. It's nice to have like starter songs to launch into your song list. I feel that the song gets the palette ready. Absolutely. I just like, even the songs with no like singing on them, I'm just like jamming out to. A real bumpy leg. Good. But let's see. Just the whole thing. It's way too thick anyway. Honestly, I should get like a list of games I can stream ready. And that way I can just like pull from them whenever I need to like find something to stream. Like right now I have Deltarune coming up, and that's nice. But also I would use something. Actually, I think it'd be nice to play some Pokemon like ZA later. I'd have to get the DLC. I don't think I got it yet. So I think I'm gonna play the DLC sometime this week, and then we'll start Deltarune soon. Toby Fox needs to hurry his ass up. He's working hard. He's just one dog with a team of workers. You gotta get the DLC too? Oh dude, I'm so, I don't even know who Karina is, but I want to meet her. She looks so cool in the DLC. The dog needs to hurry up. That damn mutt. Honestly, I'm enjoying it. It has been a while, but like Also, I understand these things take time. You're like, even if you got a team, like a game with this much effort poured into it, it has been like 7 years since it was like announced, I think, when like the first chapter got out. Like the 10-year anniversary of Undertale has gone and went, and we're still only like halfway through Deltarune. It's been a decade between games. Honestly though, I my work ethic is no better. I don't even know what, like, if he's like working every day on a never-ending grind. But like, I have so much stuff I want to do, and I have so much time to do it, and I'm just like bad at managing that time. There we go. Yeah, that definitely needs to go. Okay. Karina from X and Y, the game with the OG region from Lumios is what? The game with the OG region that Lumios is from. Yeah, I know that. She was the OG trainer of that Lucario you get. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Is she just like a gym leader, or was she like? I don't think she was like the whatchamacallit, the champion of the region, was she? Or is she just like some random trainer? She was a gym leader. Okay. It's insane she's that popular though. She must be really integral to the plot of the game. There's the kneecap. I went smaller. This was also stretched out of an image because I was trying to like make him look all like proportionate and whatnot. But I made the kneecap a lot smaller, and hopefully that's fine. It's also a lot less smooth, and I think more of a kneecap. Now, that was the icon Diva Divinta. I wish she'd showed up in Legends EA. Oh yeah, wasn't there like, I think there was like a rumor, like a theory that the child you meet in ZA in ZA's DLC is her child. There was like a theory about that, I think. Yeah, something like that. Honestly, you cannot see the words. Let's go like that. That way chat can still see their chat's on screen. It's also probably better for like viewing. Or I could turn it to something other than white. Be a cool color? Eh. Oy. Man, how long have I been going? Ooh, 220. Not bad. All right. Oh, is there anything else I want to do? I could finish out this leg. I could. I should. Here's that thing on. Like mull out the bottom of the thing. There we go. Let me. White. Better for me to see when I'm tracing. A new layer for this one. I can. Oh. No, I still totally needed that, didn't I? Right, for the bottom half. Alright, okay, so that's that, Here's the kneecap then. What's up there? Alright. Womp. Oh, that shit, that's still on white. Walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. I am starting to feel more like at home drawing again. It is really like riding a bike. I think I haven't been so out of practice, but I haven't really like sat down and drawn for a little bit. It's only been like something I've been like doodling when I'm bored or something, or I've been just like doing quick sketches and then like doing something, then returning to the sketch, and then, you know, like something, doing that a lot while I'm at work. Especially just to like pass the time in between when I need to be doing stuff. Oh, ad break in a minute. Thank you for being here, for lurking, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thank you for choosing me as your form of entertainment for tonight. I've been having such a lovely night, and I thank all of you for that. I'll say forgotten often myself, what could I do to be done? Boy, again. Well, you're perfect. I don't even know. There we go. It is really nice to like just stream drawing. It isn't something I've often associated myself with. No, that's not right. I do think of myself as an artist. It's just hard to like stream art, I think, for myself. I think I've often like let it fall to the wayside a bit in terms of other stuff. But like I can be multifaceted. I can have other things be on stream. I can like stream multiple types of things. I'm a bit unsure if I should like include art streams on the VOD channel. I think I probably should, but also like these are like very their own thing, sort of. So it's hard. They're still technically VODs, but also I have music playing, and well, I do have a different like DMCA blah 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 uncopyrighted song like playing in the background. It is just that on repeat, just so that there's like background noise for the VOD. But like it is like, you know, not as cool as like this music. But I think I still will post it, just for like to have, to hold, to love. Sickness and health. That's going too far now. I like thinned the bone a bit, and I having a hard time following my thing. Do you not have your music on a different track of VODs? Yes, in OBS. Yes, I do have that. But I have like this chatting music that can only be heard on the VODs. So you can't hear Spotify on the VODs, but you hear that instead. And if I transferred my VODs over to YouTube, you'd just be hearing that on repeat, which is still a vibe, but not as big of a vibe as this fun Spotify music you hear. A smoother slope. So I feel like drawing streams are also more akin to body doubling for me, you know? Like when you have someone else in a room with you, it's like easier to do things. Like they don't have to be helping. They can just like exist. And I'm sort of just like using stream as that. And I sort of did that with an editing stream I did a bit ago. Which was it was decent. And I got some like wide work there done, but I wasn't like fully engaging in people there. I was just trying to work while I had people, like I had presumably people watching. I don't know. I honestly didn't check the how well it did. I think just get rid of that bump, make it smoother. Yeah, like that. This before that big promotion. That's pretty good. Alright. Ooh. Get rid of that. And get rid of the kneecap. That's fine. Gosh. Complete the drawing. Hold on. There you go. Cool, and now we can bucket that in white. Wrong layer. That was the right layer, but I drew the thing on the wrong layer. There we go. There we go. Alright. Boom, leg. Alright. Ooh. That's a leg. Look at that leg. Oh, okay. I think that's really good, and I can again just copy it across. Let me put it all in a different leg. Yeah. And there. There. Now just duplicate and then flip it. Woohoo! It's saving. Alrighty. That's pretty good. I might mess with the angles of the leg a bit because it is a bit narrow and wide. But other than that, that is pretty good. That is almost a full skeleton. Let me turn it to a darker background so you guys can see better. Yes, thank you, Festive. Oh man, hello. I lost my voice, or like the consistency I had going. Yeah, that's looking real nice. I'm real happy with it. I got a lot of work done. I finished the forearms and the legs, and I got the hand mostly sketched out. That's gonna turn out real well. Ooh. That is almost a full skeleton. Oh man, I don't even know how I'm gonna do the feet. Just little triangles with circles, and I don't know, just shapes and colors, the likes of which you'll never dream. I think that's great work for tonight. Well, thank you everyone who's been here for sticking around the ad breaks. I really appreciate it. It's nice to sit back and enjoy my work. I'm also really happy I got a Tuesday live stream out. I'm going to be streaming Thursday for sure. I'm putting that out there. I'm making that real. Speaking it brings it to life. Because I've been in a bad habit of skipping streams lately, and that's not something I really want to do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream before that on Wednesday at all. It really depends on how I'm feeling or what's happening in my life. But I do like spontaneous streams. Oh, I also forgot to self-promo this. Oh well. So I hope you all had a lovely night. Thank you, Festive, for the dancing chances. Those are fun. All right, and with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.